up, ladies and gentlemen? And we are here going to make a video for all of you based on Halloween Horror Nights 2018. It is our initial ranking of the mazes. This is what our expectations are for these mazes. And so maybe you have the same list. All three of us have not seen each other's list. And we're going to go from the bottom of the list. Okay, so disclaimer. We are not going to say that these mazes are terrible.
No.
Because we've not gone through these mazes.
You can't do
This is our
before and after.
Well, we will compare to see maybe our list will change going through the experience. This is just our least excited to most excited, if you want to look at it that way. Yeah. This isn't that we hate any maze or that we think one is inferior to other.
Correct.
There's just one that we are more excited to experience than others.
Yeah.
So we are going to go from the 8th spot all the way to the 1st spot, and we're not doing scare zones because all except for Trick or Treat and Toxic Tunnel are going to be brand new, and there's really no way for us to base it off of just words and descriptions and a few concept art. Without further ado, let's get down to spot number 8, starting with Josue.
As you all know, I'm a big fan of not going through this maze. The 8th spot that takes place on my initial reaction is the Walking Dead all-day attraction. I say this because the attraction is there all day and
all year long,
and although Mr. Murdy has said that it changes a bit, which it does, I will say it does. They do add a few more walkers into the experience. Personally, I don't think it is enough to, give it that initial or that fuel that it needs to be something spectacular.
Funny enough, that's also my 8th one.
Yeah, so that.
Wow. It's not that I'm not excited for Halloween Horror Nights to bring back The Walking Dead yet again. It's more that if it's between this and the other mazes, I'm going to choose the other mazes.
Oh yeah.
Mainly because those are going to only be there through the months of September and to November. Right. And meanwhile, the Walking Dead all-day attraction is 365 days a year. So priority-wise, as you put it, Walking Dead is not in my top priorities.
I struggled to pick my number 8.
Did you?
But it's going to be Walking Dead.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
I actually did struggle about it because this and another certain maze we see too much of. Okay. So that's the main reason.
Interesting.
Yes.
So my number 7 it's actually probably going to be a little different than I'm assuming yours, but I'll be really shocked if we're on the same page.
Okay.
My number 7 goes to Horrors of Blumhouse Chapter 2. Because I necessarily don't understand. Well, it's not that I don't understand. It's just I can't picture right now how they're going to make the unfriended section work as well as I have imagined, or something like that. But But basically, that is my number 7 because I feel like there are stronger movies in the Blumhouse catalog that they could have used. Granted, I know some of them they couldn't because of restrictions with ones being Universal films and whatnot, but I feel like you could have either brought some back or something like that.
Sure. Yeah. My number 7 is The First Purge because this will be my 6th year going to Halloween Horror Nights, and it will be the 6th time that I see The Purge.
Yeah, Purge.
Purge. The First Purge is not the strongest of the 4 movies, and The Gauntlet was enough for me. But we'll still go through The First Purge.
Mine's also The First Purge. Because I need a break from The First Purge. Yes, I know you guys are going to say, oh, we haven't gotten a maze of it. It's going to be different. Oh, it's going to be different. Just wait, Mr. E. No, it won't. It's going to be like Gauntlet of Fear. Okay?
6. We're number 6.
On my list, we're now getting up there. I'm kind of getting excited for these mazes now. Number 6 goes to The First Purge Because unlike Thomas and Mystery, I am not tired of The Purge.
That's true.
Because I feel like, in a way, you can't get tired of The Purge. At its core instinct, Purge is just serial killers. What are basic monsters in horror movies, such as, you know, the neighbors and stuff like that? You know, they're all serial killers. You know? So it's really just people killing people. But the movie, I feel, was just a little different enough that I'm assuming we're going to expect some pretty cool stuff in this mix.
Okay. And the reason why I didn't have the first Purge before the Horrors of Blumhouse Chapter 2 is because, yeah, the Horrors of Blumhouse Chapter 2 is number 6 on my list. Really was because there is one kill, one death scene in Unfriended that John Murdy has already confirmed on Twitter will be there. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's a pretty gruesome scene. And it's a blender scene. There's going to be blood, guts, and gore all over.
It's
going to be like, I'm expecting it to be like the Evil Dead blood effect when with the chainsaw and it's squirting. I would assume if we're seeing that. If not, then when we are done with this, my lists will change and the Horrors of Blumhouse will go under the first Purge. But I have hopes for that particular death and seeing how that's translated. I also like the idea of making a Skype call, you know, interactive in a way.
You just really like Skype.
I love Skype. Skype is my favorite. Truth or Dare, the Snapchat filter, as many people say, was the inspiration behind that face. It is a pretty creepy face. There's also a scene that John Murdy said that was not in the final cut of the movie about a nun in the sequence of a flashback.
Murdy didn't say that.
No, but I know the scene that they're talking about with the nun. It's the initial part where the nun cuts out her tongue. For those of you who have seen Truth or Dare, you know what I'm talking about. So that would be cool to see that sequence. I think that would be a cooler sequence than seeing Skeletor.
My turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be shocked. You ready?
Alright, what is it?
Halloween 4.
Whoa! That's pretty intense.
Mainly because I'm upset it's not the newest Halloween.
Dang! Wow.
I really was expecting
Controversy already.
the newest Halloween. Yeah, they're gonna hate me after
No,
this
it's
one.
fine, it's fine.
I wanted Mikey Mikes to come back with a bang.
Yeah.
Like with the new one, like I'm back. But Halloween 4, I'm not.
It was happening.
I'm not a huge fan of Halloween 4. So yeah, Halloween 4 is there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Number 5 is something I'm actually very excited for. Not excited as much as other mazes, but this is one of the ones that I'm gonna be like, ooh, okay, John, I see you. Chris, I see you. Poltergeist.
Oh,
That's right. Poltergeist. Poltergeist is on my number 5.
wow.
Yeah, I know. Because I don't know why, and hopefully I'm wrong.
Yes.
But I definitely feel there's going to be a strong amount of numbers of black walls in this maze.
In Poltergeist?
In Poltergeist, and here's why.
Okay.
Tell us.
There are rumors floating around.
Oh God.
True. Rumors. Not real. Rumors. That there are characters that are gonna be like in like what they do when they put the paint on you and stuff, and then you mask.
Oh, for blacklight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they do
like,
a lot of blacklight stuff and things like that.
Camouflaging.
Yeah, and I definitely like with the whole paranormal aspect and it being a poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like this maze is gonna be more about watching stuff move and scare you instead of watching like ghosts and stuff like. Which I'm not saying isn't gonna be scary. Like if I see a chair suddenly go, oh shit, I'm gonna be like, oh god. I am excited for Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm. I will say my number 5 is Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. He's returning. It's gonna be pretty good. I don't remember much of Halloween.
That's why it sucked.
I don't
remember anything.
I don't remember it sucking. I just don't. I remember there's
I enjoyed Halloween 3 a
multiple
lot
variations of Michael throughout the movie. I remember the initial time that he's interacting with his niece, and
Yes.
that's pretty creepy. But that's all set in a bedroom, and there's a thunderstorm outside, and that's like in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Right.
I mean, the gas station and the diner are pretty memorable scenes as well.
That's the facade for.
That's what we're gonna. Those are gonna be the facade.
No.
I just don't remember it as fondly as
Other Halloween.
as Halloween 2 and Halloween 1. Halloween 4. I mean, it's gonna be great to see Michael Myers back. I'll have to refresh myself on watching that movie. I just don't remember it as vividly as the other mazes that are higher up. So
But
I
he's
mean,
back.
I'm pumped, but I'm not like.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
My number 5 is Horrors of Blumhouse Chapter 2. I'm setting this one high, okay? Because when Murdy said that they're going to be adding the little girl at the beginning of every Blumhouse movie,
Oh,
okay?
the
where she's
logo.
walking in the corner. Okay, I want to see how she looks. And I want to see that chair going, woo, 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 woo,
That's gonna be pretty cool.
okay?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You're right.
Then also, I have not seen Truth or Dare or
Unfriended.
actually I've seen snippets of
You're not
Unfriended.
missing much.
Okay, but I'm gonna be walking in not expecting.
I guess he's
High
coming in with
stuff.
the fresh
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna be seeing people with like a Joker face, basically.
Yeah.
And then there's a nun. There's a nun.
Not
Not valid.
Not Valak, but there's a nun.
Yeah, not Val Kilmer.
Okay, don't say her name multiple times.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
Val
that's fine,
Kilmer.
that's fine,
Val
that's
Kilmer.
So there's gonna be a nun. That's scary.
That's gonna be pretty.
So I'm setting that up because I've never seen that movie, and he says he's adding the beginning of every Blumhouse movie to
that's
little
what's-
intro.
Yeah, the intro.
And I'm ready to see that. I want to see that green room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my number 4
Brah.
most excited mazes
Brah.
that I'm very excited to go through goes to Halloween 4. I got that lockjaw. We share that lockjaw, me and Mikey Mike's. And I'm hoping
For another.
that I didn't see Mikey Mike's last year.
We didn't.
I'm hoping that this return of Mikey Mike's,
It better be a big return.
he's gonna come back.
Okay.
I already know he's gonna come back with a vengeance, and like they're gonna have the mask, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, who is that? And they're gonna go, this is Michael Myers.
Yeah, it is Michael
And it's gonna be really good.
My number 4. Trick or treat.
Oh, what the?
Trick or treat, because it's a fantastic film. Very much appreciate that film. I think it's going to be a great series of scares. I am worried about there being a lot of blank space in Trick or Treat. Not so much black walls as opposed to hallways. I expect there to be a lot of hallways transitioning from house to house when we're transitioning from the principal's house to the bus driver's house, and when we're seeing the quarry, when we're going through, because we are going to be going through the bus. We're going to be going through the bus at some
That's gonna be
point.
cool.
It's going to be cool. I just don't know how many scare actors are going to be in this, and that's what I'm worried about. I think
Because they got the scare zone also.
exactly, they do have the scare zone, and John Murdy slipped at Midsummer Scream that there's going to be more.
Werewolves.
There's going to be the werewolves in the scare zone that are going to be
Mid-transformation.
mid-transformation. Thank
And
you.
the werewolves in the maze
are going to be fully transformed. I'm just worried that it's going to be probably the most scenic of all the mazes, I think.
Okay.
I just don't think it's going to have the most scares.
My number 4 is Trick or Treat.
Oh, what the?
So the main reason for Trick or Treat is because we have walked through a Trick or Treat maze.
That's right, we did.
We have high expectations now because we walked through
This is
a Trick or
very
Treat
true, yeah.
maze. Okay,
Thank
that
you,
was
Aurora.
very well done.
Laura.
I'm also worried with seeing the sculptures, the makeup they were making,
Sure. The skull.
yeah, that's not fully I don't know the technical terms. That's not fully
molded.
molded and stuff like
Yeah.
that, okay? So can they get? Yeah, exactly. Can they still get the the grinning of the werewolf? I'm expecting to see a werewolf, not a dog, not a hairy dog.
No, we'll see. We'll definitely see like the animatronic werewolves from American Werewolf.
I agree with that. But anyways, I put it there because another reason is I'm expecting it to go higher on my list.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I just want to set it on a low. The same as Halloween 4. I want to set it at a low.
Lower.
I want to see it go up.
We've made it to the number 3 spot.
We're in the top 3 now.
This means I'm excited for each and every one of these mazes.
Yes.
A few little more than the others, but I'm still very excited.
Just like
Alright.
okay, fair enough.
This might shock you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
My number 3 goes to Stranger Things. Stranger Things is on my number 3, and I'll tell you why. I am very excited for this maze. I think this is probably going to be one of the best mazes coming to the event this year. My only issue is I feel as though that the Demogorgon won't, like, I fear that the Demogorgon is the only scare that we'll have in the maze.
That's probably
that's a good,
because that it really, if it's only until second season that we get the Demodogs and stuff like that, and the Sluggy Wuggies and stuff like that. But first season, all we really have is the Demogorgon and then the people from the lab. And necessarily, sure, they could be scary if they come out.
Hey, Papa's scary. Papa, 11's Papa.
Oh yeah. That's the thing that's I'm worried about is that, and also another big thing is that Orlando has 2 variations of
The Demogorgon.
They have a closed mouth Demogorgon and an open wide Demogorgon. We just have an open wide Demogorgon.
And they have 3D printed teeth, so that if they break up, they can get new ones.
True, but we just have rippable teeth. He's like, just replace the whole thing. Stranger Things, number 3.
See, I'm not surprised that you put that as number 3, because I put that as number 3. It's on my number 3 because I'm like, I love the show. My favorite part of the show, though, is not the scary parts. I love the interaction in the group. I love seeing all the kids reacting to, okay, who is this strange girl who has mystic powers? Like Dustin saying, you better stay away, she's our friend and she's crazy. That's like, I love that. That's my favorite. That's what the essence of Stranger Things is the kids. In season 1, and also in season 2, but in season 2 I find to be far more terrifying than season 1. So because it's only season 1, I mean, I love the show. But am I really going to be scared by seeing Barb like up against a wall and like maybe like a slug coming out of her mouth, or maybe I'll be like, help me.
She'll be like, great googly moogly.
Or I'm not in season 2.
Man, that'd be real scary. Is that Barb? I'm not in season 2.
I agree with you. I understand your concerns. I'm there with you. That
also, I feel like if this line's gonna be super long, I don't know how long I'll be able to handle.
Oh, I can listen to that all day.
My number 3 is Stranger Things. But you guys are forgetting about a character that I think will come out and try to scare us. Steve.
Oh, because
he's gonna come out with his bat, and I think he's gonna be fighting a Demogorgon while we're gonna be walking around.
Sure, I guess.
Then it's also going to be taking place in the studio. Soundstage. My bad.
Soundstage 29.
That is gonna be cool. Okay, they're gonna control the temperature and stuff like that.
Everything.
I also agree with Thomas. We love the show because you're following the kids' stories. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're just kids and stuff like that. I think it's going to be more of a just look around and admire what they've done with the soundstage and stuff like that.
I agree.
But I'm still looking forward to something like that because I still like looking around at the mazes and not always getting spooked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My number 2 goes to a little maze under the name of Trick or Treat. That's right. I'm setting Trick or Treat pretty high.
Okay.
One, I very much enjoy the movie. I think
it's a good movie.
I think it is a movie like the same way people watch Prancer or those claymation Santa Claus movies. Like the same way people should watch those on different holidays. I feel Trick or Treat should be watched.
Yeah.
During Halloween.
Yes.
On Halloween. Because one, I definitely have this like really cool. I have a gut feeling that this is gonna be a really good maze, and I know you're worried about a lack of not a lack of, but
Lack of scare.
Lack of scares.
Lack
Lack
of
of scare
scares.
actors.
Lack of scare actors. I feel like they're gonna do just fine with the scare actors.
Okay.
It is a very big maze.
Is it?
Well, it's
Was The Shining is that big too?
The
Yeah,
Shining
it's
was.
exactly-
It's
it's
The
big,
Shining.
yeah.
It's always one of the bigger ones. Yeah.
and I feel like The Shining did it pretty well because necessarily The Shining only had one character, Jack, so they had many people
Alright.
playing Jack, right? They have multiple characters here now, so we're not necessarily gonna have to just be
Just
held
Sam.
back to just Sam. We could have the werewolf girls, the principal in that weird night, his
His
night
vampire
look.
outfit.
Yeah, you know, hell, even what is it, Wilkins, or is that the principal?
That's the principal.
Oh, the bus driver guy.
Mhm.
You know, I'd be scared of seeing him. Just you know, the Corey kids. Oh, my
Well,
God.
that'd be terrifying.
That's what I'm most excited for. The Corey kids and seeing the werewolf girls. And there's just so much in this movie that can be easily like transferred into a maze. Also, John Murdy, I wouldn't mind if you bring back one of those American werewolves.
Yeah.
Oh, we will. Oh, they will.
As a throwback.
They
you know what
will.
I'm saying?
My number 2 goes to both of you guys. Lived by the house when I grew up. The fact that it's actually coming here. I think that the fact that we're going to be in the same place that Carol Ann was in, I think it's going to be
The upside down.
not we're going to be in the upside down. No, we're going to be in the further. The fact that we're going to be seeing the world that these creatures are in, these paranormal creatures that where they reside, and the fact that we're going to be part of that is going to be so much fun. Orlando has given a lot of information, and I hope is very similar. Like in their Halloween Horror Nights live video, they did like a little live stream. That was like an hour and a half. Really, really cool. A lot of information. Go check it out. I'm expecting a lot of what they talked about to be very similar to what we experience over here. And if that's the case, then we're going to see we're going to go underground, and we're going to see the where they were buried, and how the gravestones have been removed, but the bodies are still there. So we're going to see like the bodies. Yeah, it's going to be pretty.
It's gonna be pretty.
It's going to be pretty.
My number 2, it goes to Universal's Monsters, music by Slash. Okay, listen. I'll give you a reason. Okay, you ready?
I gotta think a minute.
Okay, no, sit down. Listen. Main reason. I do not want to get my hopes up because I am afraid.
Aww.
I am afraid that everyone's going to have their hopes up, right? They're going to walk through Murdy's main creation that he's been working on for years, and they're going to be let down. And that will destroy Murdy for sure. Okay? Also, Slash's music, that's beautiful. That is beautiful,
It's
okay?
beautiful music.
But I am scared that the music is going to go off just a little bit, and then the maze, like, you know how they explain how the song, the last song is like, Frankenstein's like, and now you are dead also?
Yeah.
We belong
Okay,
dead.
I'm afraid that's not going to be put together right. You know how sometimes it's off and stuff like that? I'm worried the music will be off.
Like you'll miss.
Well, you're gonna miss that part.
Miss the cue
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Like you're in that transition part of
Yes.
the song,
Yeah.
so he doesn't say. He's just kind of standing there and just goes.
Yes.
So the reason why we know this is because when we went to Scare LA, they showed basically half of the songs. They presented it to us. We listened to the entire thing. For our video, we only put about 26 seconds of each song just because of copyright. But if you were there, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That the sample from is it from Bride of Frankenstein that We Belong Dead, or
I
is
don't
it
know.
from the original Frankenstein? Because it's, well, at least the scene that they're going to be showing is him blowing us up and blowing up the Bride of Frankenstein at the same time.
I think it's just the whole cast.
That statement, "We belong dead," does not come as frequently as we might expect it to. It's like there's 30 seconds, or
At one point, it goes on for a while, just pure
just
guitar
pure
and
guitar
dubstep,
solo, yeah.
and then suddenly it goes.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
The song is so long.
Yeah.
So if it's off 1 second, it's gonna be so sad. We're walking out of the maze and then we hear it. It's like, oh, come on.
That's fine.
But then also, okay, We saw the concept art. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my God, it's
nice.
beautiful.
It's
Okay,
nice.
but what I'm so worried about is the villagers. Okay, I am worried that the villagers are gonna look more and more like regular people. Because when we went through Roanoke, I was not impressed by the villagers. I'm excited for the maze, that is sure, but I am scared for Murdy. Okay.
My number one is the maze that I haven't said yet.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
My number one goes to Universal's Classic Monsters, music by Slash. I am really, 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 really excited for this maze. And while yes, Mr. E did bring up some very good points that I'm not gonna like even try to just
Rip him to shreds.
yeah, I'm not even gonna fight with him on that because it is a good point.
It's happened a couple of times.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. It does happen from time to time again. But also, like you said, this is Murdy's baby.
Yes.
Murdy has been planning this from God knows when.
13 years now.
He's put his heart and soul into it. He said he even wants to put a bed in there. He wants to sleep in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing that bed, John, like as an Easter egg.
That's gonna be an Easter
just
egg.
a bed. only scary lay people will understand. I'm really excited for this maze. From everything from the concept art that we got to the sculpt molds that Crash
McCreary?
No.
Or McGee?
Some of those sculpts that they've been doing and molds and stuff like that, they look impressive, and I'm really excited to see this whole maze. And probably what sold me the most is when he was talking about the Wolfman, and he was saying, yeah, we have to, push in every single one of these strands of hair. I feel like that just goes to show the dedication that he's putting into this
But
maze.
how many Wolfmen would there be? Would there just
There's
be
probably
one?
only going to be like
Probably
two.
like two.
Yeah, I'd say two.
The whole idea itself, it's gonna be a long maze.
Oh, yeah.
That not only ends when the maze ends, because then you have the scare zone that continues it basically.
Well, I mean, I was sold on Universal Monsters Maze Music by Slash, and that second part of the name, Maze Music by Slash, because all of you know that my all-time favorite maze is Clowns 3D Music by Slash. That maze is phenomenal because of the music, because of the smell, because of every aspect of that maze was just so well crafted, and everybody was communicating with each other, that it wasn't just like here's a soundtrack, boom, try and sync this up with your maze. This took it even a step further, that every section of the Frankenstein castle in ruins, each room is going to have a specific song for each monster, and each monster is going to be in a designated spot of the house that makes sense for them, and the music is going to be building off of or alluding to their actual themes. So Slash, what he showed us at Scare LA, just made me, like, I was just loving every second of it. I could see myself going through the maze.
He knew
already.
it too. He just sat there.
He was
like,
just sat there. He and I were making
on.
eye contact the entire time. Slash, you made a fantastic soundtrack for this maze, and I know no matter what, even if there are certain characters that are not represented as frequently as we want, like if there's only one Dracula, or if there's only one Wolfman, or if there's only one Invisible Man, if there's zero creature from the Black Lagoon, that's going to be okay for me, because I know that this maze will be at the exact same level or better than Clowns 3D, and I might just have to change my top 5 most favorite mazes of all time.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like
after this year.
My number one is Poltergeist. Okay?
Good.
I think this will be the underdog of the event. Okay? Because we do not have that much info about the maze. If you think about it, out of all the mazes, this is one that we have no info about. So
Well, we know that John Murdy's daughter
there we
is
go.
going to be doing the
I would
voice
say
of Carol
this
Ann.
one and like the first page would be the ones that we least have.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then like Thomas said, we lived right next to the house, so I am ready to take a picture of that house and be like,
Compare.
that is perfect. I want to walk through the house. Is the clown in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that clown. I'm scared of clouds.
Rap sits
Yes.
around the neck.
And then we're gonna go into that other world probably. There will be probably a couple of parts where they're gonna see a hand hit a window or something like that. Where it's like it'll be a TV.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like static, and we'll see a bunch of
and we'll
hands,
see that.
Like how they.
I think that would be awesome. I'm just most excited for this one, and I really hope it doesn't go down on my list that much. You know, I'm thinking it's gonna be still a top 3 for me. With monsters, I don't have much nostalgia with them because I was not raised with that. I was raised with Poltergeist. I lived right next to it, so I have that with it. So yeah.
And that's our list. Now we want to hear from all of you. Rank 1 through 8, most excited to least excited of Halloween Horror Nights 2018. Let us know in the comment section below, and then we can see in a month, 2 months time, how much our lists have changed. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button.
You're already to the channel, please subscribe. Join the league. We grown.
Yes, we are.
We have social media.
Cool.
Instagram at TLE Pics.
And Twitter at TLE Tweets.
That's gonna do it from all of us here at the TLEV Hub.
And of course, I'm Thomas.
I'm Josue.
I'm Mr. E.
We are boys. We are hoping that this will pretty much stay the same.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all at the event.